Welcome out to the Sevier Valley Center for Day 3 of the 1A State Basketball Tournament. This production of 1A Championship Basketball being brought to you by, or produced by Utah High School Sportscast. No portion of this broadcast in its entirety may be reproduced in any way without written consent from KSL Sports and Utah High School Sportscasts. I'm Mike Ahlstrom alongside Dustin Shakespeare this morning. David Tebbs will be producing. Rod Sirett on the camera. Austin Owens on our stats. This first game of the day features the Milford Tigers and the Escalante Moquis. We will take a quick break and be back with your GigaFast pregame report after this.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
Milford Memorial Hospital provides excellent emergency, acute, and long-term care. Quality health care with small town TLC.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beaver County's elected officials want to wish the Milford Tigers success in their postseason tournaments. Come visit us in Beaver County, your recreational paradise and the world's headquarters for renewable energy.
If the idea of owning your own home
We encounter real
Beaver
life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beaver County's elected officials want to wish the Milford Tigers success in their postseason tournaments. Come visit us in Beaver County, your recreational paradise and the world's headquarters for renewable energy.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
Welcome back to Sevier Valley Center for the South Central Communications GigaFast pregame report. Get a gig and get going. This first game of the morning, the Milford Tigers and the Lady Moquis from Escalante. The Milford Tigers come in ranked number 7 in Region 20, number 14 in the state. They allow 41 points. They're 10-14 on the season. They score 40. Escalante, they come in ranked number 4 in the region, number 10 in the state. Allow 37 points. They score 39, 14-11 on the season. The leading scorers for the Tigers, Navy Williams, 7.5 points a game. Janalee Sosi, 14 points a game. Brindley Wunderlich, 4 points a game. And Taylee Spalding, 8 points a game. National anthem played by Escalante Orchestra.
Sounded good.
So the leading scorers for the Moquis, Maisie Dunton, 3 points a game. Nikki Prowse, 9 points a game. Nadia Griffin, 6 points a game. Kinsey Lyman, 10. Zoe Torgerson, 5. McKinley Cottom, 3 points a game. This has been your South Central Communications GigaFast pregame report. Get a gig and get going. Order 1 gig internet today at www.sosan.com.
Last time these two met, Taya Spalding, is that how you say Taylea? Taylea Spalding, she had 13. Sosi had 9. Williams had 8. And Wunderlich had 5. Take a look. You see they hit 5 3-pointers.
Wow.
So
was that in the region tournament that they played? That was in the
region tournament, yeah. We saw Sosi, what she can do, man. She rebounded the heck out of the ball yesterday in that game we were able to call. Williams brings a ton of energy, hard worker. And Spalding brings the ball up, manages it for him, does a lot of good work.
You know, now on this This is a winner-go-home game. I mean, a lot more pressure today. Yesterday, you're hoping to make it the semifinals. Your dreams are dashed. And now who can bounce back and pull off the victory today?
I like to bring up the bounce-back part. That's a key piece to this high school sports.
Yeah.
Is you've got to learn how to lose. You don't want to. Nobody does. It's miserable. But your programs are built on building young people. And you got to turn around and be ready to compete. That's what you do. Wake up the next morning and be ready to go fight. And here we go. We got the Moquis. Last time around, Kenzie Lyman, she brings it down. She had 15. Mickey Prowse had 11. Nadia Griffin had 8. Maisie had 6. And Zoe 5. Only 2 threes made. So we'll look and see how that three-point line has an impact here on the game.
You know, yesterday, Maisie Dutton had a great game for the Moquis. They really had Tabiona on the ropes.
They did. Yes, they did a great job. Maisie has a huge pack. They tried to dump it right into Maisie there, and Sosi able to come around and poke it out.
Lyman for 3, won't go. Rebound.
And there goes Williams.
Stoddard
playing man.
Wonderlich will bring it up top. One high post.
We got Stoddard there. Williams working the block.
Sosi chases it down the corner. Goes baseline. Gets past Torgerson. Torgerson blocks her from behind.
Nice job by Zoe staying with the play and staying vertical and just tracking that ball. Help kind of came back from the middle to slow her down a little bit.
Pass into to Maisie Dutton.
A really nice ball movement. The ball was on the left wing. Bring it right around and just quick kick in right there to her. Milford's defending the blocks well so far. Here, just a minute and 20 seconds. And Milford in 1-2-2 zone.
Pass kind of behind Torgerson. Taken away by the Tigers. Pass ahead, knocked out of bounds.
And that zone matched up last possession and 2 possessions ago and tracked through. Looked like a man. This time it was clearly zone. Maisie returns the favor and jumps that lane.
Passes right side, Mickey Prowse. Great trail by Prowse.
And Maisie kept that dribble alive well enough to be able to draw Spalding clear over.
Good fast break by the Moquis. Sosi Stoddard for 3s, short. Saved in by Sosi. Nope, out of bounds.
Coach Cottom makes a call. See how he wants to move against this zone. Drops 3 to the block. Like the corner action, it draws the zone out, and Zoe opens up off of it.
You know, but there Mickey holds that ball even for that split second and allows the defense to react. If she catches and while the defenders are moving to her, she hits that low pass, that pass to the low block, it gets there.
Absolutely. Milford closed out really quick on that as well.
Nice dribble drive penetration, shot up and in by Spalding. Taylor Spalding not to be denied on that.
Nice drive against the man, able to get downhill there on the right side. That zone collapsing really hard and stopping that penetration there.
Williams and Torgerson.
Williams, she will be after anything loose. She goes.
Wilden checks in for the Tigers.
Wilden brings some good strength to the game.
In for Stoddard.
She's going to go right to that high post.
They hit her, she gets to Williams. Williams faked, then blocked by Cottom. Prowse has Lyman down court.
Milford using a little block to try to get that action moving for him.
3-point shot. Chased by Cottom. Out of bounds.
See if Milford can get that. They're running that high post and then 2 on the blocks. Pretty tough. Tough to guard if they can get that high post catch and turn the face up. But the Moquis so far been able to handle it well.
Almost taken away on gamble. Allows Stoddard, Wunderlich to step in for that open shot as Mickey Prowse tries to pick off that pass.
Nice taking advantage of that. When you get that numbers, you've got to make sure you get that connection and people are moving to be open like that. Maisie had that offensive rebound, tried putting it back up. She doesn't get it. Now Milford out in transition.
Basket good by Williams.
Coach Cottom wants a timeout as Milford's got a little momentum going here. Decide how they're pushing up the floor.
This is a Bear Lake Realty presentation of 1A Championship Basketball on Local 10 and KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
All right, now we're off that split screen. David let that 30-second ad slip in the middle of the queue. Hey, we get.
Hey, I'm not Elizabeth. Come on, man.
Escalante, a couple looks at it. Milford able to get him stopped and get the rebound. Push the ball back up the floor as Wunderlich. And Escalante, Kenzie tracking that down. Wunderlich jumps her off the miss. Wunderlich will do that once in a while. She'll try to jam up and get a foul off of a miss. Williams got a break. Man, she works hard, and like Coach Bailey, she gives her just a minute, get the sugar back in her legs, gets her right back on the floor, and she comes back to work. Last possession, the zone extended out a little bit. This time it's stuck back in. But they are coming out wide on that three-point line, stretching out. Escalante takes good advantage of it and uses a nice diagonal pass to Maisie right there. But Williams with a nice block, able to knock it out of bounds. But beautiful job stretching the zone, using a nice diagonal pass, and having a nice opportunity there. Escalante going in the box set, just nice screen across, and open up by Zoe.
And just won't go. Ball bounces all the way around, kind of.
Every touch and every piece there. But nice job by Zoe as she sets the screen. She drops with an underneath pivot, and that seals the defender on her back as they switched. And that's what you're looking for out of that screen across. It's if you don't have your way that you want to defend it and communicate through your switch really well, and that post player sets it solid and opens up with that under pivot, it puts them in a great position.
Off the back iron, 0 for 2 from Torgerson from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Escalante jams up and stops the transition, then gets back. Milford's kind of broke out of that. 2 on the blocks and 1 on the high post, but Sosi is always right down there, and they tried to get it to her, but it falls out of bounds.
Stoddard's pass down to Sosi. Stoddard, I like the high-low action, and I think if and the Milford Tigers will continue to work that.
For sure. I think they dropped to a 2-3. I didn't see for sure, but I think they dropped to a 2-3, and that sucked the zone in a little tighter, and able to hit Kenzie for a 3.
So McKenzie on the board with the Bryce Canyon City three-pointer, and a laid up and in on the other end. by Spalding.
Was it Spalding? Nice job, Spalding. Getting to the rim again. Kenzie, nice job getting up in the air, getting in position. Spalding slips underneath her. Kenzie trying to kick it out, knowing she's not going to be able to land. Officials ended up getting Spalding her first foul. Sherwood's going to take a break. That'll bring Stoddard back in the game.
Nadia Griffin in the game for the Moquis. Nadia slips in the middle of the paint, pass in by Lyman, and rebound goes out of bounds.
Nice delayed action there by the Moquis as they use some early stuff to push the zone down and in, and then curl Nadia ball side there down into that hole. Good ball movement, identifying the gaps.
Spalding dribbles with her left, kicks to Wilden. Wilden's shot's blocked and fouled by Maisie.
Got enough penetration up in there and drew her up in. Finally working in that man defense. Coach Braley brings Spalding and Stoddard down there to kind of clean up a couple actions that they're wanting.
At the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, Wilden's first free throw off the mark.
Coach caught him having a little conversation, saying, out here, a little touch, and we can get a whistle down there inside. There might be a little banging going on. Let's see what a foul's a foul. There goes Kenzie.
Bounce pass across the paint. Mickey Prowse tied up by Williams.
Had just a little bit of bunching down there on the baseline with Nadia and Mickey. A lot of Tigers able to tie up that ball. This baseline out of bounds. They're going to go and stack against the zone. And there's what it can do with it.
Lyman in the corner. Three is short. Williams with the rebound. Picks up her dribble. Oh, yeah. Double dribble.
So that stack, it drew all the zone sat down, but when the catch comes to Zoe, because she pops out, everybody's underneath, the inbounder, Kenzie, is able to pop out, so it overloaded that zone. Gave a nice little look there, not able to complete it.
Maisie's pass knocked away by Stoddard. Spalding to Sosi, down low, high off the glass, and Mickey Prowse called for the foul.
Nice job by Sosi, using a nice power dribble. Just smashed at the ground, got her feet set so she can power up and through whoever's fouling. Be the second on Mickey, like you said. Right here with a minute left to go. Not sure if they've identified. Don't want her getting a third here. Under a minute in the first quarter. There, they got it.
One of two.
So Cotton will come in for Prowse. Let her get a break. Milford up, stretched out in that 1-2-2.
Caught him right side. Zoe up top. Torgerson. Maisie blocked
by no other than Sosi. She does so much for this Tiger team.
Spalding yo-yos. Kicks it. Three on the way. Off the back iron. Williams chases it down, but it goes out of bounds.
Milford going to rotate and give Sosi just a little extra time here before the quarter break. Give her a break. She works awfully hard. Three out, two in for the Moquis. Just trying to see what they can do against this 1-2-2.
Was out of bounds off the foot of line, and she lifted her head to look instead of watching that ball all the way into her hands.
Got to look and see how they want to shift that. That zone's doing a good job of staying in place. With the 3 out, 2 in, the 2 match up on the bottom. And then so far they've been able to match up on top. Coach Cottom gets Maisie a break here on defense.
And Spalding able to get a shot off, but it won't go. That's going to do it for the first quarter. You're watching Championship Basketball presented by Great Lakes Cheese on 1aball.com.
With millions of visitors each year to the national and state parks in Garfield County, Garfield Memorial Hospital's world-class staff of doctors and nurses stand ready to help in your time of need, wishing all athletes success on and off the court.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home, because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
Brought to you by the Bryce Valley, Escalante, and Penguich Prevention Coalitions.
Gifts from Grady Foundation is hosting the Celebrate Life Outdoor Retreat April 29th and 30th. There will be several outdoor activities offered in the area: ATV riding, mountain biking, rappelling, disc golf tournament, and hiking. Come and celebrate life.
Second quarter action from Sevier Valley Center brought to you by Bryce Canyon City. Williams banks open. 3-point basket good from Stoddard.
Coming out of the quarter break, both teams definitely talking about turnovers. One with 7, one with 8. How they're going to manage the ball and move it together and catch it. Their catcher's not coming all the way to the ball.
Sosi with the rebound off the miss, and the Tigers continue to pull away. Outlet pass full court ahead to Williams. Mickey Prowse with the rebound.
Williams jumps up on her, uses that hand check, draws that foul, and that's another part of the conversation. You know, the foul trouble's only 3 and 4 out of that first quarter, but Mickey's got 2 of the 3 for the Moquis, and so she's going to have to be wise how she defends and make sure she keeps her body under control.
Griffin, little baseline jumper. Williams with the rebound for the Tigers.
Nice job by Nadia. That ball comes up, and she's just able to track it and grab it with 2 hands. Take care of it there as Wilden brought that ball up. So you try to shift the point of that 1-2-2 over to a side, and then that can create an overload for you.
Dunton, a little 15-foot jumper left side. He's going to give a warning on the. Not the.
Looks like Kenzie must have hit the ball as it came through the net. He said it was caught him. What? Well, Cotham's not on the floor either. Somebody hit the ball, but nobody knows who it was.
Dunton with a nice little jumper.
Now Escalante getting a little momentum. Maisie pushing the ball up the floor.
Sosi tips it out.
That's a nice little momentum check. Be able to knock the ball out of bounds. Get reset. Make sure your defenders are in position.
Dunton pass off Prowse's toes.
Sosi
lost touch. Yeah, Sosi didn't get the ball, but she bobbled it enough, and then Lyman's not able to corral it on the way by.
Come on, all the way from the bottom block, reading that, and she was up above the college 3-point line, going to steal that ball. She had been reading that one for a little while. Clock didn't start. That lets Williams back in the game. A little change there. That's interesting impact as that possession. Williams was waiting for it to end.
Yeah. Stoddard drives and runs into Griffin. Griffin goes down. No call. Stripped away by Lyman.
Griffin doing a good job staying walled. She's got a good size advantage on Spalding and then taking the contact.
Bounce pass into Sosi. Williams for 3.
They are knocking them down this morning.
Bryce Canyon City 3-point line heating up. 2 in the second quarter for the Tigers. Timeout. Moquis will take one as well. This is a Bryce Canyon City presentation of Championship Basketball on Local10.tv.
Hey Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about the fridge?
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese. This presentation of State Championship Basketball brought to you by Legacy Ace Hardware in Panguitch, 159 North Main. And quite a reach right in front of the official. No call. Lyman, another takedown.
Officials must have had a conversation during that timeout that they'd blown a few whistles because they turned them off.
Their whistles, their battery ran out.
Little baseline out of bounds out of that box set. Brings Wilden down off the off ball.
Wilden with a little turnaround jumper. Pretty shot. But I'll never understand that. A little hand check gets called, and then, I mean, there have been tackles on both teams.
Yeah.
Like full-out takedowns. Like that. And I just don't understand it.
Williams hits the floor hard. She's not too sure.
David says it was only a single-leg takedown. That's not a penalty.
One thing we're seeing out of the Moquis right now, Mickey's come in, and she's really rebounding the ball well for him, trying to hold Milford to that one-and-done shot here. Milford's been able to shoot the ball well so far in the first half.
Wilden Sosi fakes, drives right-handed, pulls up baseline jumper.
You watch the movement of that defense. That was fun. Maisie comes over and takes the help, shuts that drive off. But then Kenzie Lyman drops down into position to help the helper. Did a great job, and then that puts her in the natural rebounding position where she was able to draw that over the back. If she doesn't move, no rebound, no foul. And that's something that takes a lot of work to get that help the helper in place.
Did you say that's the sixth rebound for Lyman?
So Kenzie Lyman also just working the boards for the Moquis.
Lyman pushes her way down the middle. Ball stripped away. Blocked by Mickey Prowse. Throws it up. Griffin's fouled.
Nice effort right there to get the ball back by Mickey as Escalante had turned it over the teeth of the zone. That's one of the beautiful things the zone can do, is it should stop penetration. And as Kenzie gets down in, they're all able to collapse and actually steal the ball. Mickey identifies it and jumps back, takes it back.
Sherwood's second foul. And Nadia Griffin at Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line makes her first point in the game.
Looks like they got Zoe's arm taped back up so she can get back in the game. She's been out for a minute. You figure out how you manage that blood in different ways.
We used to just wipe it on our uniform.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. A glimpse of that, then you come out of the game in a hurry.
Lyman with the reach in.
Went very aggressive there. Full speed, trying to get something going, draws her first foul. Moquis still working on that man defense and gets a 5 count.
5-second count.
Really nice denying. They had Mickey up on the ball. They didn't use her as a rover, and she's able to take a vision away of the inbounder really well. Because there was one open straight over the top, but Mickey took that away. Good job by the Moquis to get
That's
that
the
turnover.
11th turnover by the Tigers.
Turnovers.
Escalante with one more. That's the only reason the game's close is Escalante has one more. They have 12 turnovers.
This morning having a tough time taking care of the ball here. There's another one almost. Spalding doing a good job jumping the lane as Maisie dives down in, gets shut off on the dribble. There's really one initial pass, and Spalding read it well.
Lyman slices down the middle, ball kicked away. Wilden picks it up, and
a little pass ahead.
I think she thought Spalding, because she sees Spalding go by her out of the corner of her eye, and then Spalding kind of held up to try and get the ball from her.
She had the right idea, just didn't have any reds up in front. Maisie's going to get a little break here.
Lyman looks into Zoe. Bounce pass into Zoe. Drop steps left. Throws it up.
Good job by Zoe. She set up early. Faced in and then popped out. Was real aggressive. They wanted to get the ball and get her a touch, getting her back in the game after that elbow. Bleeding a little bit. And Zoe's able to draw a second foul on Spalding, which is big. She caught a little further away from the basket than she'd like to have, but able to get hung up.
It's just in that group text. Do you want to reply to that?
Get to that free throw line. She misses the first one. Free throw line's been a little rough for her so far to start this game. Who else? Williams. She likes a 50-50 ball. And in transition, the Moquis trying to put a little pressure on, but they get a little over, out of balance. It's causing a couple fouls out there, out away from the basket. It's going to be the first foul on Sandifer.
Sosi. Stoddard loses the handle or knocked away by Torgerson.
A lot cleaner defense that possession there by the Moquis, staying down, moving their feet well, keeping their hands out and away. Milford's going to have a time out by Coach Bailey. So we'll try to get the momentum back.
You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball presented by Ruby's Inn on KSLSports.com.
Jones and DeMille is much more than civil engineering.
We're shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West.
Shaping new opportunities for work and play.
And shaping the communities that we're proud to be a part of.
We're Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
JT Steel is a custom steel fabricator. It all began with a $2,000 job in 1983, from large projects like the BYU baseball stadium to a customer that needs an angle with a couple holes. Owner and Garfield County Commissioner Jerry Taylor wishes all teams success.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics.
This presentation of State Championship Basketball is brought to you by State Bank of Southern Utah on 1aball.com.
That side out of bounds has been hard on the Milford Tigers. And they're not getting a lot of action out of that stop, and then Moquis doing a great job of denying. Getting up on the ball, making it hard to see. Get that pass, and they turn them over again on the sideline out of bounds.
Sandefur's pass taken away by Sosi. Another turnover.
Been a lot of them right there on that block. Sosi gets her hands on a lot of those bounce passes trying to come into the post. That's going to be a second foul on Kenzie Lyman. Got to recognize it's hard to understand how you're going to be able to guard, but out and away, there can't be any contact.
Right.
You got to have some space so far the way this game's been called the first. Well, we got 3 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Williams, baseline, bounce pass to Sosi, gets it up and in. Williams hits the floor hard after she puts that pass, but great assist to Sosi.
She drew the help, and the helper did not come.
Nice bounce pass from Lyman down to Torgerson. Torgerson's shot up won't go. Sosi with the rebound.
And similar action there, but the pass was just a little off. Took a little longer, so the defense was able to recover. Spalding able just to work her way patiently. This slides over to the left, and then it opened up. I didn't see what happened on the back side, but it opened everything up, and she just goes to the rim easy. Okay, so let's see. Got a little help from one of our spotters down there. Sosi had him sealed up. Mr. Austin Owens letting us know. Stoddard gets fouled. Moquis are a little out of balance on defense last couple possessions. Milford doing a good job out in transition to keep them off balance and moving well. And they've rotated. Milford's used their bench, and it's keeping them fresh.
Sandifer back in the game for the Moquis.
Giving Kenzie Lyman a little break. She's got those 2 fouls here, not wanting to pick up a third.
Wilden down low, fouled by Torgerson. And
nice pass.
If Torgerson just walls up, gets the hands up, but she swats at that ball. And whether there's contact there or not, it looks, the official has a hard job there. They have to make a split-second decision. And when that arm swings through, it makes that decision easy.
Yeah, that's for sure. That walling up is a key piece. Stay vertical. Make it hard on them. But, man, it's tempting to swat for sure as well.
Yeah. Especially when the crowd cheers when there's a big swat. Rebound put back up by Sosi. Again, misses. Rebound, Wilden, taken away by Mickey Krause.
Goes through the pinch. Escalante had pinched on her, but ball got a little high and out of control. Mickey had a pass there to McKinley, and it turns over again. Moquis still working in that man defense. Milford working a lot on the back action, bringing some underneath cutters. Got Sosi working the high post against Torgerson.
Spalding bounce pass inside, taken away.
And the helper came that time. Spalding gets that penetration, looking for the dump, but Escalante did a great job collapsing on that one.
Caught him, pushes it up right side, takes it all the way baseline, and fouled on the shot by Wilden.
She was pretty determined that time. She gets the catch. Head down that left side.
That's Wilden's third foul.
Coach Bailey.
Kenley caught him at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Bringing a new substitution here. Florence.
It was Wilden's second foul. Caught him, makes them both from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Gets that back within 10. Here with 47 seconds, see how Milford wants to manage them.
Sosi.
And that's how you wall up. Nadia did a great job as Sosi drop-stepped really hard. Nadia was in her way and just able to give her off enough balance, and then the rest of the team comes in to rebound. Sanford gets blocked by Sosi.
That looked like it went out of bounds off of, and the one official overrules Parm.
And lets him know what he saw there. Milford's not too sure they like that.
That did look like the right call.
It did. Yeah. Escalante's going to stack it up again here against Milford. Last time they got a nice little 15-footer out of it. Sanford pops out. Nadia digs in. Zoe sails in, yeah.
And Mickey Prowse with
Nadia ducks in, and Zoe sails for the post, and that sails the zone clear down in for that nice 15-footer for Mickey.
Sosi for 3 off the back iron.
Yeah, 2.8 seconds, so you got just almost 3 dribbles worth. So how do you want to use those 3 dribbles to get a shot up? Sometimes you can run a little cutting action to get to get the ball down the sideline if you can get your people moving the right way. But plenty of time to get a decent look if you pass it up ahead on the move.
Probably Sosi won't go. That's going to do it for the first half. 21-13 after 2 quarters. This presentation of 1A State Championship Basketball presented by Quality in Richfield on 1aball.com. Make Quality in Richfield your home away from home for the tournaments.
The Milford Medical Clinic would like to wish the Milford Tigers good luck in the 1A region and state basketball tournaments. Our providers and staff are here to help keep our community healthy and safe. We have clinics in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments. Don't stress trying to video the games yourself. Relax and enjoy the game. Get your copy of these games on high-definition Blu-ray from RK Siren Video Services. First game only $15 and $10 for each additional game.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Smithfield Farms is headquartered in Milford, with operations throughout southern Utah. We employ approximately 450 people. Our facility houses approximately 700,000 animals. Good food responsibly. Smithfield Farms. Go Tigers.
Fiber Gig Internet. Reliability, fast download, and upload speeds. Connect all of your devices all of the time. Fast, reliable, plus industry-leading Wi-Fi equals the best internet experience. Upgrade to Gig Internet for as little as $7 per month. Fiber Gig Internet from South Central Communications.
Hi, I'm Tori, and I love Southern Utah University. Let me show you why. The classes. The traditions. This is our SUU. Join us.
Utah Independent Bank is locally owned with branches in Beaver, Salina, Monroe, and Milford. A full-service bank with helpful loan officers and friendly staff members that are here to customize all your banking needs. Why not bank with people you know and trust? Utah Independent Bank. Custom banking, custom ideas, custom solutions.
Welcome out to the Southern Utah University Halftime Report. You're watching the Escalante Moquis and the Milford Tigers at the half. The Tigers with the 8-point lead, 21-13. It's been the story of the turnover in this first half. These morning games are tough, Dustin.
They are. You practice at night generally. Some girls' teams practice morning, but you practice night. You have all day through school to get your mind ready to go to work, and you play at 7 at night generally. I mean,
just out of sync in the morning.
Yeah,
31 turnovers, and it's about split, 15-16. It just takes both teams out of rhythm.
Yeah.
The Tigers are 6 of 14 from 2-point line, 2 of 5 from 3-point line, from Bryce Canyon City 3-point line. Moquis 3 of 10 from the field, and 1 of 4 from behind the arc. 4 of 8 for the Moquis from the free throw line. I'd say, oh, that's not very good, but Milford's 3 of 7. So it's a morning game. I hated playing morning games.
They're a little rough. Both teams working really hard, and you can see that zone of Milford is causing a lot of trouble for Escalante. See what they come with coming out of half if they make some adjustments.
Absolutely. This is the Southern Utah University Halftime Report. Experience more at SUU. Check them out at www.suu.edu.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org. Trust your smile to Cody Wilson. Located in Cedar City, Wilson Orthodontics creates a fun, efficient environment while perfecting your smile. Schedule an appointment today, 435-586-8980.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
Milford Memorial Hospital provides excellent emergency, acute, and long-term care. Quality health care with small-town TLC.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beaver County's elected officials want to wish the Milford Tigers success in their postseason tournaments. Come visit us in Beaver County, your recreational paradise and the world's headquarters for renewable energy.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
You're watching a Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games presentation of 1A State Championship Basketball. Register today at utahsummergames.org. I'll tell you, Dustin, those Utah Summer Games are pretty cool. They have everything from archery to horseback competitions, swimming, basketball, baseball. If you can imagine the sport, and they have it in all age divisions.
Yes, they do. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Executive Director Pace Clark, he's a Bryce Valley boy.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, Pace. I coached against Pace. I like Pace. That's great.
Pass inside. Nice lob inside. Put up and in by Whitney Stoddard.
Stoddard sizes up. McKinley fronts her. She immediately goes to lob. The help doesn't come into place. Nice job by Stoddard to identify that front.
Torgerson gets her own rebound, puts it up and in.
Recognizing that Sosies was just going to stay completely walled, she slowed down and got a good, solid finish that last time. Cutting that back down to 8-point lead. Nice
Takeaway by Lyman. Lyman all alone on the break. Scoops, misses. Taken away by Prowse.
Mickey just stepped right in front of Spalding right there and was just perfect in line to hit that one off the glass and drop it in. Close this up to a 6-point.
Prowse says, thank you very much. I'll take that.
That's exactly, yeah.
A moving screen
on
Williams. That's her third, Aussie. Second.
Moquis coming out of the half. Good conversation from Coach Cottom. Got a little energy in them.
Seems to have lit a little fire.
Got a little fire. They quickly go get Nadia back in the game. She really had a nice first half. And getting her back in. Maisie's back in. She had to sit mainly the whole second quarter.
Prowse.
Now the Tigers out in transition. Started up ahead of Spalding could see her.
Tipped away by Prowse. Spalding gets it back. Williams for three. Blocked by Lyman.
Nice hustle by Mickey to chase that down. Uses a dribble to kind of set herself. And get the Moquis out in transition.
Dutton, 3-on-2, 2-on-3. Lyman for three in transition. Won't go. Rebound out of bounds.
Milford shut that transition off very well. They all three ran straight to the paint. Stopped the ball. But Escalante in the only situation if they're going to shoot it in transition, it's going to have to be that three. Coach Bailey talking about how she wants her offense. They've tried to go to Sosi a couple times, but they... Oh.
Torgerson gets the blocking foul.
Spalding going downhill hard off that Sosi screen. It looked like they were trying to get her going there.
Bounce pass into Sosi. Turnaround jumper fouled.
Set a little high box up on the third hash up there, and then on the junctions. Use a little clearing action to get it out and away, and then bring Sosi down off the offside.
Kenzie Lyman's third foul.
We knew foul trouble was going to happen. She did make it quite a ways through that second quarter. She played a lot of it with that second foul because she fouled just almost as early last time. You can tell Coach Conner trying to get her settled down and recognize you're all right. We need you to do your work. go settle in and play solid like you know how. Mackenzie's a great guard and does a lot of good work for the Moquis.
Pass tipped away from Lyman. Baseline jumper, rims over. Torgerson, ball loose on the floor. Williams, and a foul on Torgerson. Can't go through the one player to get the ball.
Jump it up. No, Williams, love how she dives on anything loose. She will gobble that up so well.
So Zoe Torgerson with 3 fouls. And you're okay with 3, but you definitely don't want that 4th.
I don't like it when they get the same amount of fouls as it is the quarter. That usually ends up you're coming to sit on the bench if playing for me.
And there's the 4th foul on Torgerson, and that's...
Now she's going to have to sit. So Albing McKinley caught him in. Zoe's had a lot of the second quarter getting her elbow taped up. They'd actually changed the tape coming out of half. And so she'll have to take a break until the 4th quarter. And that kind of, the momentum's at a stall for both teams right here.
So pass goes between Stoddard and Spalding, out of bounds.
Spalding, when she drives in, anytime she gets hung up on the drive, she's looking for Sosi coming, knowing she'll come. She bounce pass as well. That one Escalante defended, jumped in, knocked it away.
Lyman from behind the men's college 3-point line.
That line's been hard on Kenzie. She's been behind it a lot, and that you use your peripheral vision, and if you're not used to stepping on the line, you've always stayed behind it. You can see it makes an impact on a lot of these players throughout these tournaments.
Yeah, and I used to think it impacted them just that orange, the old one, but they put that new blue one in, and it's been crazy this tournament.
Nice job by Nadia picking up the blocked shot.
Lyman pushing it up, and that goes out of bounds off Lyman's foot.
So she stepped just in front enough, and she is just a little out of control. Stepped in front enough to
it's
knock it off of her feet.
And you watch Lyman, and she's such a good guard and works so hard. She's just out of sync this morning, and it's one of those things, the harder you push, the more you try, you have to slow down to go fast sometimes.
Yeah, get regathered. I think that's what I saw Coach Cotton talk about. She loves the game. She's been playing it a long time. See, she'll get settled in here and get going. Nice pass into Maisie there as Maisie was cut across.
Williams takes the bounce pass to Griffin away, and I like the look, but just a great defensive play by Williams to take the pass away.
Yeah, so active. Jumps passing lanes well. Going to go with a little different look from the Tigers.
3 up for Williams off the front iron. Spalding chases down the rebound. Little scoop blocked by the backboard. Sosi with the rebound and a foul. That's going to be Wilden's 4th, I think, or just 3rd.
Yeah, they had that one that I think they gave somebody else.
3rd.
Ends up being 3rd. There was one other where she got somebody pretty good, but they didn't give it to her. So Moquis going to get a timeout here as Coach Cotton identifies the momentum. They came out of half with a lot of it, and they've lost a little here. See if he can get them fired back up.
You're watching Garcane Energy presentation of 1A State Championship Basketball on Local10.tv. Garcane Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
With millions of visitors each year to the national and state parks in Garfield County, Garfield Memorial Hospital's world-class staff of doctors and nurses stand ready to help in your time of need, wishing all athletes success on and off the court.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home. Because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
Brought to you by the Bryce Valley, Escalante, and Panguitch Prevention Coalitions.
All right, we're back after the timeout. Moquis have the ball. See if they can get something going here against the Milford zone. It's caused them Little chances. They've had some nice looks in transition, able to not hang on the ball. Going for Kenzie for threes. That one time she got up against the girls' college line.
Spalding with the left hand.
Does a very nice job left-handed. She has a lot of confidence, goes up and finishes well.
You know, it's good to see. I mean, Spalding actually slowed down, got in composure, and just makes that look easy.
Yeah.
Back out to a 10-point lead, 27-17.
Bring Kenzie into the high post. See if they can get that, and they settle down on it. That ball, it's got to move, and you got to have a little movement into the gaps.
Dunton's shot won't go, knocked out of bounds by Griffin away from Sosi.
Milford defense tight, stingy, able to stay in position. Milford's going to make a little.
And there's Lyman's fourth.
Coach Bailey was making a little adjustment, didn't end up having to, as the ball got hung up and it brought everybody up and out and away.
That'll bring
Sandifer in the game.
Yeah, Milford has done a great job taking Mackenzie out of her game today.
Really has. Yeah.
You know, and that's been kind of the focus of the zone. A lot of the time she's had the bigger Wilden or Williams, or Sosi on her.
And you can tell. You can tell that was a big effort of the zone, and it's done a great job. Nice pass by McKinley.
Assist, McKinley caught him down to Griffin. We'll take a quick break. Timeout, Moquis.
Gifts from Grady Foundation is hosting the Celebrate Life Outdoor Retreat April 29th and 30th. There will be several outdoor activities offered in the area: ATV riding, mountain biking, rappelling, disc golf tournament, and hiking. Come and celebrate life.
Hey Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about the fridge?
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with the generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
We went to a split screen, so you didn't miss any of the action. You just didn't have to hear us, so it's probably better. They probably enjoy that better.
Get some time down. Escalante came out of the timeout in a half-court trap, 1-2-2. Got a couple decent traps out of it, and then Spalding able to go get the catch on the weak side and just work her way down and draw a foul.
Makes them both from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. I was watching that Great Lakes Cheese ad, and I was like, well, that cheese looks pretty good. You'd think old Burke could bring us some, David.
Especially if it's Swiss or
Nadia Griffin knocks one down. Doing a good job. The Moquis got down, collapsed that zone in. Nadia popped out to the short corner.
My favorite cheese is Havarti.
He works that trap again. They've got a couple little traps on him. Milford handling it really well. They get the trap and they just work their way through
High
it.
screen. Spalding lobs into Sosi. Little jumper off the post, banks it in. And Maisie Dunton's just kind of like, and there's nothing else she could have done there.
Great job.
That's just a good play by Sosi.
It was. Like how Sosi's been patient, just keeps working to establish, and that time she had the advantage and she used it very well. Moquis with 10 seconds left to go against the zone. See what kind of movement they get.
Tipped by Spalding. Then Sosi last to touch it out of bounds.
4.5 seconds left to go. Sideline out of bounds. Coach caught him. Is communicating what he wants that to look like. They didn't quite get it all the way communicated out.
That's going to do it for the third quarter. 31-21 after 3. This presentation of state championship basketball is brought to you by South Central Communications on 1aball.com.
Jones and DeMille is much more than civil engineering.
We're shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West.
Shaping new opportunities for work and play.
And shaping the communities that we're proud to be a part of.
We're Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
JT Steel is a custom steel fabricator. It all began with a $2,000 job in 1983, from large projects like the BYU baseball stadium to a customer that needs an angle with a couple holes. Owner and Garfield County Commissioner Jerry Taylor wishes all teams success.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics. The Milford Medical Clinic would like to wish the Milford Tigers good luck in the 1A region and state basketball tournaments. Our providers and staff are here to help keep our community healthy and safe. We have clinics in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
We're back to the Sevier Valley Center for 1A state championship basketball. Moquis bringing it in off the quarter break. 21-31 is your score. Moquis dropping to 1-4 low. Sanford to the rim. Nice look, just rimmed out on her, but Nadia gathers it up. She's trying to find somebody to get it to, but Spalding comes up with it. And it goes off the leg of Spalding, out of bounds. Escalante's going to have another baseline out of bounds opportunity here.
It's a good break for the Moquis to have that go out of bounds. Nadia Griffin kind of trapped with nowhere to go with that ball.
That's right. A little bit of screening action.
Sandifer, Prowse. Torgerson, baseline jumper, good.
Knocks out that one. It was about a 17-footer, deep one. Able to get going, see if they can get another momentum swing going for the Moquis. There's back up in that trap. Milford's underneath it with Williams. Didn't quite see her. Got both the seniors back in with the 4 fouls, Kenzie and Zoe. I think Kenzie gets that rebound. Trap got the shot off. A little out of balance like it wants to.
Oh, nice pass across to Prowse. Torgerson comes up with it.
Good job dumping that ball. Able not to just gather it, but Zoe ran on that left side with Prowse and able to gather that up and get fouled. Zoe knocks the first one down. They're going to bring Maisie back in the game for Sandifer. Coach Bailey brings Spalding down and kind of talks about how they want to deal with that trap. They haven't had too much trouble with that. Last time they did get the shot, early shot and rebound, held them to 1. And there'll be baseline out of bounds and Moquis going off. It looked like
another hustle play there.
Sherwood, yeah.
Gives the Moquis another chance.
He got fired up coming out of the quarter break and putting some good energy into it.
Catch and shoot by Dutton off the backboard. Rebound.
Nadia tying up, tying Sherwood back up right there. Nadia's really played well today. She's been involved in everything. Made a lot of good things happen. Coach Bailey, she's going to bring Wilden in for Sherwood. Escalante extending back up a little bit. Last time, Williams ended up clear underneath the basket, wide open, but Spalding couldn't see her. This time they don't. They just kind of work down together with the zone.
Bounce pass down to Sosi. Somehow she gets that up and one.
See who they give it to.
Yep.
They do. Give that to Kenzie Lyman. And that's going to foul her out of the game. She's really had a nice career for the Moquis.
Yes, she has.
Volleyball, basketball, great competitor. I had the opportunity to coach her a few summers, just in some camp stuff. She's a great young lady, does a lot of good work.
Yeah, Sosi made the basket. She'll get a chance for a three-point play.
Like what Milford did right there. This time they kind of worked their way down with it, but Sosi puts the zone on the top side still so that the pass can come on the bounce, on the baseline side off the bounce, and then she's right there at the basket, and that's what forces the help come over, and Kenzie ended up fouling her.
Caught him. Dutton. You know, and it's interesting. Dutton kind of pivots her upper body. I don't know that her feet actually move the same way that she kind of twists that ball, and it looks like the ball. She twists the ball with her shoulders. Yeah, offensive foul on Sosi, but caught him slow to get up. Hit the ground hard.
Zoe does a good job picking her up. Saying, let's get back after it. Good job drawing it. Coach Bailey wants a timeout after that.
We'll take one as well. You're watching the Jones and DeMille presentation of 1A Championship Basketball on Local10.tv and 1aball.com. Check them out at jonesandemille.com.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments. Don't stress trying to video the games yourself. Relax and enjoy the game. Get your copy of these games on high-definition Blu-ray from RK Sira Video Services. First game only $15 and $10 for each additional game.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Off the timeout, Moquis ball.
Nadia flashes hard from across the zone. Nice little look from Zoe. That was a good design coming out of that timeout by the Moquis.
Blocked.
Made that hard on her. Going
Foul
back
on Williams.
I'd like to see him go back to that. They shifted the zone over, bringing the ball into the corner. That brings them, and then brought Nadia from the offside to the block side. So that shifting, really hard to guard, and then your passes can hit timely rather than trying to seal so much. Come over in an overload. Maisie with the rebound, put back, and it's
and one. Maisie Dunton.
Moquis right there, able to get an overload. They got the ball over on the side, pushed it, brought everybody over, and then Zoe pops up the high post, and that got that initial look for him. Nice job to move the zone, clear over, get the point out of the way, so then Zoe can pop to that high post.
Third foul on Spalding.
She's had a nice ball game. She does a lot for the Tigers, controls the pace, penetrates really well.
Maisie's
with both hands.
Free throw from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line is good.
Closes this back within 6.
3 on the way from Williams won't go.
I think we're gonna.
That's the 5th foul on Zoe. What'd they call that on? Yep, they did. On Nadia Griffin.
Yep, got Nadia there on the rebound. Sosi had gotten position. Nadia was working the other way. Off the miss. Moquis working their way up.
Prowse caught him, steps up, long three, won't go. I said long three, but I should have said it was regular three.
Really nice job by Spalding and Sosi working 12 feet away from each other, coming down in tandem once the defense had locked Spalding off from her shot. Beautiful bounce pass. She bounce passes really well. Nice job getting out in transition off of that long rebound. A lot of threes will do that, especially when they hit hard on the front of the rim. They kick it back and can get the other team out in transition.
Sosi struggling from the foul line. She usually is a very good free throw shooter.
That ball went off a lot of hands. Officials are going to give it to Milford. Escalante's going to extend back up. Wilden's way underneath it. And Mickey gathers up off the block shot. Zoe just kind of follows in behind and able to curl that ball back off. Zoe for the deep three out of the corner, but Nadia's right there to gather up and put it back in.
Nice put back by Nadia.
That offensive rebound's a big part of the Moquis the game with Nadia and Zoe. Able to get that one, cut this within 4.
Taken away
again.
Oh, saved back. Put up by Sosi.
Really nice effort by Wilden to finish the other because that ball was stolen, but Wilden fought harder and took it back. Nice effort by her and then able to dump it off to Sosi. And
Wilden with the foul.
That will be her 4th. Wilden closed and took all McKinley's space clear away. And then a little more. 4 minutes left to go here in the 4th. Moquis battling hard. McKinley knocks down the first one.
McKinley at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. That was hard off the front of the iron. I was just fixing to say she was perfect on the night. 3 of 3.
Got a 2-possession game. Milford does exactly what they should do. They hit it down the wing. Wilden sends a beautiful post entry pass into who else? Sosi. She drop steps and finishes and gets them up by 7.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball presented by SUU on KSLSports.com. Check them out at SUU.edu.
Smithfield Farms is headquartered in Milford, with operations throughout southern Utah. We employ approximately 450 people. Our facility houses approximately 700,000 animals. Good food responsibly. Smithfield Farms. Go Tigers.
Fiber Gig Internet. Reliability, fast download, and upload speeds. Connect all of your devices all of the time. Fast, reliable, plus industry-leading Wi-Fi equals the best internet experience. Upgrade to Gig Internet for as little as $7 per month. Fiber Gig Internet from South Central Communications.
You're watching a Bryce Canyon half marathon presentation of championship basketball on 1aball.com. Kind of interesting, Dustin. In the first half, we had 31 turnovers. Both teams come out in the second half. There's 9 total. 4 for Moquis, 5 for Tigers in the second half. Much cleaner second half.
Got some of those morning bugs out of their eyes and cleaned it up.
Torgerson gets it up and in.
Kept her balance well. I think Ryan's going to use his last timeout right there. Is that right?
Looks like it. We'll take one as well. You're watching this presentation of 1A Championship Basketball brought to you by Blackburn Propane on 1aball.com.
Hi, I'm Tori and I love Southern Utah University. Let me show you why. The classes.
Good traditions. This is our SUU. Join us.
Utah Independent Bank is locally owned with branches in Beaver, Salina, Monroe, and Milford. A full-service bank with helpful loan officers and friendly staff members that are here to customize all your banking needs. Why not bank with people you know and trust? Utah Independent Bank. Custom banking, custom ideas, custom solutions.
You're watching Utah Independent Bank presentation of championship basketball.
Coach Cottom does have one more timeout. That wasn't his last as they come out in that 1-2-2 extended. Sosi gets the catch. She's going to go all the way in and miss. Wilden's there for the rebound. She misses. Wonderlich.
Sosi saves it.
Sosi saves it to Wilden's feet, and it rolls out of bounds. Wilden just couldn't quite gather it up. That press did what it needed to do. It sped the Tigers up, got them a little. The passes were a little off target, and able to get them a turnover. Milford extends out a little bit here.
5-point game.
Nadia steps in, gathers it up. But
as she goes to her behind, that's a travel.
Got it too early. And there we go on. See how Milford manages it this time. They bring everybody up. Both teams in the backcourt. Now they're extending back down. Send Wilden down underneath and Williams to that left side.
Good job with that press breaker, just slowing it down methodically, working it across the court and across the half-court line.
Yeah, got themselves recentered. Tigers did. Zoe jumps and knocks that one loose, and there's McKinley on the ground again. She's done a good job getting after 50-50 balls.
Yeah, McKinley caught him. Great hustle. Dutton hard off the backboard. Ball loose.
Another board. We're going to go shoot 1-1. Nikki's been able to play a long time with those 3 fouls. She finally gets a 4th. A 5-point game, 2 possessions. See if Sosi can drop these in, push it up to the 3-possession game.
Yeah, 0 for her last 4 from the free throw line.
She knocks that one down. Nice clean make.
That's called the reverse jinx.
Worked out well. See who's going to take the shooter. Always able to corral that as it kicked loose. Nobody got a hold of it early.
Sosi so quick, able to step down in front of the pass into Griffin. Spalding pushes it up.
They space out and away. Spalding does.
Knocked away in a hard collision between Williams
and Maisie. That's going to be on Milford.
Mavy's 4th foul. And both players just hustling for the ball there and collide. You could probably flip a coin who the official's going to call that foul on.
Absolutely. Let's see what Maisie does from the line here and how Milford wants to work on that trap. They've broke it down a couple different ways. And then where Coach Cottom wants to start his trap, and if he wants to lift those 2, the first 2 up just a little higher or set them back, use the timeline as a help. Minute 45 left to go in this one. Maisie's able to knock those down, bring it to a 2-possession game.
Dutton makes both of her Legacy Ace Hardware free throws. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. We'll be back.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
Off the timeout. Moquis or Milford Tiger ball almost turns it over. Wilden across to Sosi high, chased down by Spalding, saves it in the corner. Crossover, gets it to Stoddard. Wunderlich, Spalding to Williams. Milford going to run the clock.
They're spacing things out just a little bit here and making.
Prowse has 4 fouls. She can't foul.
So we jumped that lane well, and that's what you're going to do in that 1-2-2. Get it up and identify where they're going to go and anticipate. See if you can get that ball.
Torgerson has 4 fouls. She can't foul.
Up on Spalding, working that. No trap out of it. They gone
Griffin with the takeaway on the low post denial. Minute to go. Maisie up and off. Rebound. Foul.
Maisie, I liked how she collected her balance that time. She got around, brought herself to a full stop, and then got up and gave that shot attempt right there. Looks like that's going to be Spalding's 4th foul.
Both teams in some foul trouble. Zoe misses, or Maisie misses. But Zoe with the rebound.
Escalante baseline out of bounds off the jump ball. See what they can operate in. They're stacked. They've got some good stuff out of that. Looks like they're going to go with a box set. They did get something out of the number 1. Bring Zoe down off as they've used the one clear out. A little box clear out underneath. Another jump ball coming. McKinley dives in on Stoddard there. Oh, Wunderlich dives in, ties her up.
Williams taken away. Prowse lays it up to the left hand. 2-point
back
game.
Up in their denial here. Good inbound pass by Milford to Spalding. Spalding kicks it up to Sosi.
Sosi lays that one in for 2.
Great counter by Milford, able to get that out in transition and get a good clean finish out ahead of the Moquis.
Prowse for 3, blocked. Lot of contact. And a foul.
McKinley circles back around, gets her fouled there with 18 seconds left. That's going to put Spalding at the line here. Should be able to shoot 2. They're in the double bonus. Like that, Milford kept their composure, stayed under control of what they're doing, but they put pressure on the basket, and that pushed that back out from a 2-point to a 4-point lead, changing the possessions. Now they're still at a 2-possession game, but a little longer 2-possession game.
You need a 3. Do you get the quick 2 and then try the 3?
You can get whatever buckets you can get.
Blocked by Sosi. Prowse for 3.
Foul. They got to jump in. Milford does not have to inbound the ball, but they do. You got to have a foul there. Sanford didn't identify.
That's going to do it. Prowse makes the needed 3. But Escalante, without a timeout, couldn't regroup. So 39-41, Milford Tigers hang on to the close victory. We'll be back with the Rubies and postgame report and highlights after this.
Trust your smile to Cody Wilson. Located in Cedar City, Wilson Orthodontics creates a fun, efficient environment while perfecting your smile. Schedule an appointment today, 435-586-8980.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
Milford Memorial Hospital provides excellent emergency, acute, and long-term care. Quality health care with small-town TLC.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beaver County's elected officials want to wish the Milford Tigers success in their postseason tournaments. Come visit us in Beaver County, your recreational paradise and the world's headquarters for renewable energy.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Welcome out to the Ruby's Inn postgame report and highlights. You just watched a barn burner. It was the Tigers had a big lead twice in the game, and the Moquis battled back. Finished a 2-point game, 41-39. The Moquis just ran out of time.
Did a really good job bringing that back in and making it a tight game. Gave them really a lot of opportunities to push up and get the win. Good battle back.
Escalante really tough on the boards. Just flat out ran out of time down the stretch. Leading scorers for Tigers, Milford or Navy Williams, 5 points. Jelena Sosi, 16 points. Brinley Wunderlich, 2 points. Taylor Spalding, 10 points. Whitney Stoddard, 5 points. And Presley Wilden, 2 of 4 from the foul line. For the Moquis, Maisie Dutton, 7 points. Maisie had a great game. Mickey Prowse, 11 points. Nadia Griffin, 6 points. Kenzie Lyman, 3 points. The Tigers just never let Kenzie get going.
Did a great job using that zone and picking her up and making it hard on her.
Zoe Torgerson with 7, and McKinley caught him with 3 points for the Moquis. So the Milford Tigers will advance and play on day 4. And we'll be right back for the visit BryceCanyonCity.com player of the game after this.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Welcome back to the visit BryceCanyonCity.com player of the game. Taylor Spalding, 10 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Run through some of her other stats. She had a rebound, an assist, a couple steals. Just really good floor general today for the point guard for the Tigers.
She did such a good job of just taking care of that ball and putting it in the right spots.
So Taylor Spalding, your visit BryceCanyonCity.com, player of the game. We'll be back for Badgers and Wildcats after this.
What many are calling the best